Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy. Today is Monday, November 29th. It is almost 4 p.m. Eastern Time here with your micros market recap. Starting off with oil. Oil opened inside of its range from Friday. If you recall, Friday, we didn't put out a video, but we had quite the selling in Friday's market. I didn't trade Friday. I elected to take the day off, although it turned out to be a pretty good day. That's okay. It's by choice. I don't care. I make enough money during the week. It's fine by me to miss those moves. I'm gonna have another day. But as you can see, we we started off here inside of yesterday's range, having one entry available right off the bat, followed by two more entries based off of these HVA levels as it made its way towards its close or its point of control from Friday's range. Not quite reaching there, but ultimately settling back in this area for the remainder of the day before it closed, and then trying to push lower in the evening right now. Gold, not a whole lot of movement. Again, Friday had a large range. The overnight quite small, but it just went sideways for the most part. Very little movement in gold, not much happening. There was one entry that was valid off of those HVA levels. Now, the equities here are still open. They're winding down here, but as they opened up, the ES here did open ever so slightly above its range from Friday. So its range was down here at this edge, around this edge from Friday. It opened just above it, came back into its range and headed lower before it just decided to go sideways for the majority of the day. And then around lunchtime, it decided to come back up. You can see it came down here in this HVA and then come back up and just melt up for the remainder of the day, and then again sideways. And now we are back into the bulk of today's move. There we go. There's the drawing tool. It just wasn't working. Not a whole lot of movement today. It is Monday. Not a ton of stuff happens on Monday. But regardless, there were opportunities to be had. Several in the ES, oil, and the Nasdaq. Speaking of the Nasdaq, bring this up. It opened inside of its range from Friday. Didn't really make not any headway, but not a ton of headway down towards its close or lower end from Friday. But just like the ES, it decided to melt up into these other HVAs. We had a ton of response at these levels here, on these HVA levels in the Nasdaq. Whether you took them or not is up to you. But regardless, those levels we give out the night before. You can see it melted up, giving a stellar entry there if you were there for it. But again, just settling inside this HVA for the remainder of the day at these levels. Pretty slow day. It was choppy for a good portion of the day. Given that we have such a large range with holiday volume and such, it may not seem like that, but living it was pretty choppy and pretty slow for the most part. But there were quite a few entries just off of these four markets. If you trade other markets like British Pound or the Dow, there were more opportunities in those markets as well. But again, for what we had, there were still opportunities, and that is our market recap. Now, to get into some of those trades taken in the micros, I just want to highlight a few. Robert taking this entry live, real money in the micro Nasdaq off of our HVA levels, up $16. That's a one contract. So if he did that in the minis, that'd be 160. So again, the micros are 1/10 of it. It is a great tool to to once you learn the methodologies to transition into the micros and trade off of that live to get your feet underneath you to yet again build confidence in your trading abilities, and then progress back into the minis when you're ready. But he took that live real money up $16. And then Roman, again, taking an entry at this edge. It's a trending entry, more advanced. Up $100 in the micros, micro ES. Live, real money. And then another 65 in the micro Dow just before he headed out for the day. So he's up almost $200 in the micros alone. And lastly, here we got Jeremy, live, real money, 2 contracts in the micro Nasdaq, up $20. Again, micros are a great tool to use once you've learned the methodologies to get your footing, to get your confidence in the methodologies again, because you've been through it. If you're going live, you already know it works. But one of the issues that we see as instructors is people let their emotions get the better of them. And if they can control those emotions in a live market with less risk, then the probability of success goes up incrementally. And so the micros are a great tool to help with that, as they take the success that they've had learning in sim and transition it to live, and then transition that from the live and the micros to the minis. But with that said, that is our micros market recap. Again, if you are interested in learning the methodology, learning these levels, or seeing these levels on a daily basis, find us online. You can find a page of ours on Facebook. We are Target Trading Academy, or you can visit our website at targettradingacademy.com. Get in touch with a representative. They will gladly show you why we are the #1 trading education platform in the world, and why we have so many live successful students in our rooms every day. We look forward to seeing you.